these these liberals got a hold on everybody now. Fox News is leaning liberal, I guess. These sons of bitches shut Newt Gingrich down as soon as he mentioned George Soros and said that George Soros was the one funding all these Black Lives Matter riots. And he is. There's no lie. George Soros is the funder, one of the funders of this shit. And China's the other one. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's bullshit. It's everywhere. Liberalism is spreading fast, I tell you. Better keep your head on straight, folks, or you'll be next.
Video, Fox News host slams on the brakes when Newt Gingrich mentions George Soros in bizarre segment. Gingrich asked if the topic had been banned and no one responded. Fox News host Melissa Francis and Newt Gingrich, image source, YouTube screenshot composite. Carlos Garcia. Video of a bizarre moment on Fox News captured a host slamming on the brakes when Newt Gingrich said that billionaire financier George Soros was supporting efforts behind the Black Lives Matter protests. Poll, who do you trust the least? The interaction resulted in a long awkward silence from hosts Harris Faulkner and Melissa Francis during Outnumbered on Wednesday. The number one problem in almost all these cities is George Soros elected, left-wing, anti-police, pro-criminal district attorneys who refuse to keep people locked up, Gingrich said. Both Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have talked very proudly about what they call progressive district attorneys. Progressive district attorneys are anti-police, pro-criminal, and overwhelmingly elected with George Soros's money. And they are a major cause of the violence we are seeing because they keep putting the violent criminals back on the street, he added. I'm not sure we need to bring George Soros into this, interrupted Francis. He paid for it, responded Gingrich. No, he didn't, said Democratic strategist Marie Harf. I agree with Melissa, George Soros doesn't need to be part of this conversation. Okay, said Gingrich, puzzled. So it's verboten. A video clip of the segment was widely circulated on social media among confused and angry Fox News viewers. Why in the hell is Fox News protecting George Soros? What is going on here? Someone needs to uncover this outrage, tweeted commentator Neil Buertz. Some pointed out that Fox News itself had reported on the number of liberal district attorneys who had been aided in their political careers by left-wing organizations funded by George Soros. Soros, through the Justice and Public Safety PAC and other groups, has been spending millions of dollars on prosecutorial races in recent years, with a number of beneficiaries making headlines since their elections, read a Fox News report in July. The Blaze has reached out to Fox News about the incident but did not receive a comment in time for publication. Here's the video of the bizarre segment. Related articles around the web. It's verboten. Newt Gingrich cries out after.
Every one of those businesses is a family, is a face, is a person who is now struggling and has no way to support their family. That's who I want to see in this hearing. I want America to see the faces of these people whose lives have been destroyed by this violence.
Yeah, it's so true. They represent everybody, right? Speaker Gingrich, I know you have a final thought for us.
Yeah, look, the number one problem in almost all these cities is George Soros elected left-wing, anti-police, pro-criminal district attorneys who refuse to keep people locked up. Just yesterday, they put somebody back on the street who's wanted for 2 different murders in New York City. You cannot solve this problem, and both Harris and Biden have talked very proudly about what they call progressive district attorneys. Progressive district attorneys are anti-police, pro-criminal, and overwhelmingly elected with George Soros's money, and they're a major cause of the violence we're seeing because they keep putting the violent criminals back on the street.
I'm not sure we need to bring
And you'll
George
get the
Soros
last-
into this.
I was going to say
He
you
paid-
get the last
He
word,
paid
Speaker.
for it. He paid for it. I mean, why can't we discuss the fact that millions
No,
of
he
dollars
didn't.
he spent?
I agree with
protecting
Melissa.
these
George
people?
Soros doesn't need to be a part of this conversation.
Okay. So it's verboten.
All right, we're going to. Okay, we're going to move on. A historic day at the White House. We covered it from stem to stem, stem to stern. For major change in the
Yeah, they are. They're going liberal on us. They are turning liberal on us, folks. We ain't got nothing now. You can't depend on any media outlets anymore to tell the truth. They protect these liberal assholes. And if you're not liberal, well, hell with you. We don't care. That's their mentality. We don't care what you have to say. Your opinion don't matter, is what they're saying. And George Soros is funding this shit. George Soros ain't even American. He needs to stay out of all political shit, out of America's political policies and shit. He needs to stay his nose out of it. They need to arrest this motherfucker, throw him in jail, get rid of his old ass. Along with these other ones like Nancy Pelosi. Get rid of her. Why don't you guys recall her over there in California? What the hell's wrong with you? I don't know, guys. But it's going to get bad before it gets better. It's going to get worse. You watch. Unless you're ready to stand up and take back your country. I don't know, guys. Time's running out.